We just witnessed a murder on live television. I am not exaggerating. What Justin Gaethje just did to Paddy Pimblett at UFC 384 is going to be played on highlight reels for the next 50 years. They said there were levels to this game. They said Paddy was biting off more than he could chew, but I don't think anyone, not even the biggest Gaethje fan, expected it to end quite like that. That wasn't just a knockout. That was a car crash. That was the complete and total derailment of the hype train in the most violent way possible. Welcome back to the channel. If you are still shaking from that main event, you are not alone. The arena is stunned. The internet is broken, and Paddy Pimblett is currently waking up and asking what year it is. We need to break down exactly what happened, how it happened, and why this was the worst matchup Paddy's management could have possibly accepted. Let's rewind to the walkouts. The energy was weird, wasn't it? Paddy came out dancing, singing, looking loose. He looked like he truly believed he belonged in there with the former BMF champion. The crowd was 50-50. A lot of people bought the Wolf tickets. They thought, maybe Paddy's grappling is the X factor. Maybe Gaethje is getting too old. But then, Justin Gaethje walked out. No dancing, no smiling. He looked like he was clocking in for a shift at the demolition factory. He had that look in his eyes that usually means someone is going to the hospital. Round one started, and immediately, the speed difference was terrifying. Paddy tried to use that awkward hands-low movement to confuse Gaethje. He threw a teep kick to the body. He tried to circle, but Justin didn't care about the movement. He just walked him down, and then 30 seconds in, we heard the first one. Crack. That leg kick sounded like a baseball bat hitting a side of beef. Paddy tried to hide it, but his face said everything. You could see the realization wash over him. Oh no, this is different. This isn't the unranked guys I've been fighting. Gaethje was surgical. He didn't rush. He knew Paddy wanted to bait him into a brawl so he could shoot for a takedown. But Gaethje didn't take the bait. He just kept chopping that lead leg. 1, 2. By the 2-minute mark, Paddy's movement was compromised. He was stationary. And a stationary target against Justin Gaethje is a death sentence. Then came the chin check. Paddy has always relied on his chin. He keeps his chin high in the air, eating shots to give It worked against lower-level competition. But you cannot, I repeat, you cannot do that against the hardest hitter in the lightweight division. Gaethje threw a looping overhand right that grazed Paddy's ear, and you saw Paddy stumble. That was the warning shot. That was the universe telling Paddy to keep his hands up. But he didn't listen. Paddy tried to fire back. He landed a decent left hook that caught Justin coming in. For a split second, the crowd roared. Paddy got confident. He stuck his tongue out. He waved Justin, and that, ladies and gentlemen, was the biggest mistake of his life. You do not wave Justin Gaethje on. You do not invite the chaos. With 90 seconds left in the first round, the finish sequence began, and it was beautiful violence. Gaethje feinted the leg kick, freezing Paddy in place. Paddy dropped his hands to check a kick that wasn't coming, and Justin came over the top with a left hook that looked like it was fired out of a cannon. Boom, flush on the jaw. Paddy's eyes rolled back before he even hit the canvas. But because this is Justin Gaethje, he wasn't done. As Paddy was falling, almost in slow motion, Gaethje followed up with a brutal uppercut that lifted him back up before gravity took over. The sound of the impact silenced the entire arena. It was one of those knockouts where the referee doesn't even need to dive in. Herb Dean just waved it off immediately. Paddy was out cold, stiff as a board. The hype train didn't just stop, it exploded. Watching the replay is honestly scary. You can see the moment the lights went out. You can see the difference in power. Paddy Pimblett is a good fighter. He is entertaining. But tonight he found out that there are levels to this game. There is top 15 good, and then there is Justin Gaethje violent. Those are two different worlds. Justin didn't even celebrate wildly. He just did the backflip off the cage, walked over to the camera, and shrugged, as if to say, I told you so. In his post-fight interview, he was brutally honest. He said, I respect the kid for stepping up, but he doesn't have the power to keep me off him. Once I felt his shots, I knew it was over. So where does Paddy go from here? This is a devastating loss. The aura of invincibility is gone. The comparisons to Conor McGregor need to stop immediately. McGregor was knocking out champions at this stage of his career. Paddy just got flattened by the gatekeeper to the elite. He needs to go back to the drawing board. He needs to fix his defense. He needs to learn that you can't block punches with your face when you are fighting the top 5. And for Justin Gaethje, the highlight reel continues. He proved once again that he is the most dangerous man in the division. He proved that if you want to get to the title, you have to go through the fire. And tonight, Paddy Pimblett got burned. Let me know in the comments below, was this stoppage too late? Did Paddy look worse than you expected? And who should Justin fight next after this highlight reel finish? Don't forget to like and subscribe for the full breakdown of the rest of the UFC.
Henry Cejudo would react tweeting, "One of the greatest fights of all time. Justin Gaethje, hashtag and new." Umar Nurmagomedov would simply tweet, "What a fight. Wow." Cody Garbrandt says, "Just a good old-fashioned brawl." Yuri Prohaska would tweet, "Congratulations to Justin Gaethje, but strong performance from both. Heavy in movement, big punches, no precision, just pure hard work and keep going through punches. Sometimes a fight is like that, and Gaethje is in this much better. Tough victory." So there you guys have it. Please be sure to leave your thoughts of the fight in the comment section down below, and YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video next. The MMA Guru tweets, "One of the most entertaining fights of all time. Going to be Justin Gaethje 3-2 with maybe a 10-8 in the second round. Eye pokes early really sucked from Gaethje, but the fight played out and he kept laying those overhand rights to stop Paddy's momentum. All-time war." Matt Brown says, "That was one of the most entertaining championship fights I've ever seen, but I've seen better technique at local shows. No hate, I'm just saying." Renato Moisiano says, "Paddy is a warrior." Ariel Helwani tweets, "Fight goes the distance. Great battle. They didn't stop for 25 minutes. I'd be shocked if Gaethje doesn't get the nod." Helwani would follow up with, "Phenomenal fight from Justin and Paddy. There's always a distinct feel to a Gaethje fight. He's still that guy. And huge props to Paddy. Scousers don't get knocked out. Rings true. Those shots would have put a lot of people away. Incredible heart and toughness." Paulo Costa would tweet, "I think Dana White should give the $400,000 to these two boys at main event. What a war. I don't remember seeing madness like that." Islam Makhachev tweets, "What was brought on a platter turned out to be inedible." Bilal Muhammad would simply tweet, "Great fight." Bilal would follow up with, "Justin has a guaranteed bonus every fight." Jared Gordon says, "What a fight. Hats off to both men." Dustin Poirier would tweet, "Welcome to the big leagues, Patrick. One up for the legends." Michael Chiesa would tweet, "First main event of 2026 absolutely delivered. We got vintage Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett showed tremendous heart. What a great way to kick things off on Paramount Plus." Max Holloway says, "What a fight. What a treat for Paramount Plus. New fans loading."